Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Well, I love sharing the setup process of my bullet journal with you all, but today's video is going to be a special one because I will be giving you all a behind the scenes look at how I use my bullet journal on a day-to-day basis. So, get ready to see how I plan, organize, and make the most out of my bullet journal. Alright, so since it's already July and I'll be using my 2024 mid-year bullet journal, I'm going to show you all how I use the beginning pages of my bullet journal too. So, the first page over here is my future log, which gives a complete overview of the remaining months of this year. And here I'm just bringing out my previous bullet journal and flipping over to the future log to migrate everything from the previous journal to this journal. So yeah, over here I'm just migrating all the holidays, birthdays, or appointments that are happening from July to December. And if I have any additional events that I want to write down in the future, I will just come back to this future log and update it. So that's it for the future log, and let's move on to the goals check-in page. But first, I'm going to need to look back on the goals that I've set in the beginning of the year. So for career, apparently the goal that I've set were to reach a certain amount of subscribers on YouTube and followers on Instagram. And oh, I've also set a goal to work on a stationery or notebook collaboration. I'm still not sure if people will buy a notebook that I've designed, so this goal is kind of still pending. And then I also have expanding my sticker shop and boothing for my sticker shop at an art event, which are also the goals that I've been setting aside for a while. My sticker shop was actually doing quite okay in the first few months of the year, but it got suspended by COVID and now I have to find another way to sell my stickers. I've been planning to build my own shop website, but I really haven't had the time to learn and build it as I'm too occupied with my day job. It's been hard enough balancing my day job and YouTube, so I think this goal will be put on hold for the time being. But the good thing is, my health-oriented goals like maintaining a healthy weight, having healthy glowing skin, and eating more healthily are all in good progress. And for my goals related to my day job, I have achieved my goals of like getting a salary increment and learning new skills. And meanwhile, for my social related goals, I've also been prioritizing to spend more time with my family and friends, and I'm honestly really happy with my life right now. And well, the page beside it is just my goals action plan, where I plan out how I'm going to achieve my goals, but I guess I'll be filling in this page some other day. And now, flipping over to the next two pages are my reflection page that helps me to reflect on the things that happened throughout these 6 months, whether it's an accomplishment that I've achieved or a mistake that I've made. But this is a much more personal page in my opinion, so I'm just going to simply show you all how I use it by just writing down the achievements that I have achieved so far, and the rest like mistakes, lessons, and gratitude. I will not be sharing more details on them because they are for my eyes only, but you'll get the point on how I use this page. And next we have my finance tracker for the next 6 months of 2024. So at the far left side of the page, there's 4 categories: income, bills, expenses, and savings. And then I also have like 6 columns for each month where I'll be writing down the total amount earned or spent according to the categories on the left. I'll show you more in detail on how I use it later, and here's just my content ideas page where I write down the video content ideas that I want to try. And now I'm done showing you all how I use my beginning pages of my bullet journal. I'm going to show you all how I use my monthly setup. So for every month, I'll have a different theme for it, and this month is an otter and beach theme. So there's my cover page of an otter and some beach elements, and beside my cover page is my monthly log, which is like an overview of the entire month. And usually for my monthly log, I just write down the types of video that I will need to publish every Friday, because by doing this, I can easily plan out what I need to do in order for the video to be published as scheduled. So if like I need my August plan with me to be up on the 3rd week of July, then I'll allocate some time on the 1st week of the month to brainstorm and sketch my setup before I start filming it on the 2nd week. And besides that, I also like to use the monthly log to write down upcoming public holidays, birthdays, appointments, or catch up with my friends. And oh yeah, I also like to write down little notes about the deadline for when I need to pay my bills so that I don't forget to make payment for them. And speaking of writing notes, I want to take this moment to talk about the Moth Snap Note Stand. In those moments where you're on the move and your bullet journal isn't by your side, the Moth Snap Note Stand is the perfect tool for capturing important notes and reminders. It's an all-in-one tool set that comes with a pen, paper, organizer, and stand, which is designed for seamless productivity wherever you go. You'll just simply need to snap it open, grab your pen, and start writing. Besides that, it's thin and MagSafe compatible, making it super convenient while I'm running my errands. From jotting down reminders to keeping track of my to-do list, I love how it keeps me organized on the go. There's also the stand where you can use it as a phone stand, or you can simply detach it from your phone and transform it into a reminder board to create a distraction-free zone. Discover how the Moth Snap Note Stand can enhance your productivity too by clicking the website to learn more. And now, let's get back on how I use my bullet journal. So yeah, that's basically how I use my monthly log, and now we're on to my trackers. Usually I will update my trackers at night, but in this video, I'm just filling in the trackers in the afternoon and not at night like I usually do, because I just want to briefly show you all how I use my mood and habit tracker. So for my mood tracker, I know it's hard to conclude how you felt that day because we as humans are going to have all these mixed emotions throughout the day. So I typically choose the mood that I feel most often during the day, and I'll just color in the mood tracker with the color that corresponds to the mood that I've chose. And meanwhile, for my habit trackers, it's super simple where I draw a symbol, which is a cross, on the day that I have completed my habits. So like today, which is the 1st of July, I have ate my vitamins in the morning, so I put a cross in the first box. And like I also have done my workout as well, so I'll put a cross for my workout too. And this is the same for all the other habits that I want to track for the month. And then flipping over to the next page is my budget tracker that helps me to keep track of both my income and expenses. So there's a table with 4 columns. The first column is the date, the second column is the details, the third column is a plus sign, which is for income, and the fourth column is a minus sign, which is for expenses. It's very simple to use this budget tracker, like for example, today, which is the 1st of July, I have paid my room rental, internet bill, and electric bill. So I'll write the date in the first column and all the details in the second column, and since all of these are expenses, I'll write the total amount in the fourth column, which is for expenses. And when I have filled in this budget tracker, I will turn back to my finance tracker and rewrite those amounts in their respective categories. And by the end of the month, I'll calculate all the categories and count my savings on my finance tracker. Simple as that. And now, let me show you all the page where I get the most question about how I use it, which is my brain dump page. So for those who don't know, a brain dump is literally a page for you to dump your thoughts or ideas or reminders. So for me, I'll usually write down the videos that I want to make for the month and later brainstorm the contents of the video here. And besides that, I also like to use it as a checklist or shopping list. Like over here, I know most of my skincare products are almost finished, so I list down the types of skincare products that I would like to restock. And when I have bought them, I'll just tick them off. Well, there's actually a lot more ways to use this brain dump, but this is usually how I use it. And feel free to let me know how you use your brain dump page in your bullet journal. And after that, we are at my first weekly spread of the month. So for those who don't know, a weekly spread is like an overview for the entire week where you write down daily tasks or events. And okay, this is how I use my weekly spread. So I have to get a video published on Friday, so I'll write publish video at 8 p.m. on Friday. And since the video requires me to do a voiceover, I'll plan to write the voiceover script on Monday and proceed to record the voiceover on Tuesday and Wednesday. On Thursday is where I edit the thumbnail, write the video description, do some final video checking, and upload the video to private before I publish it on Friday. And on the weekends is usually the time where I film the contents for next week's video. And since all these tasks are related to YouTube, the symbol that I've drawn is a square, and when I've completed the task, I'll just color in the square. But if it's other tasks that's not related to YouTube, like maybe doing the laundry or going to the gym, I'll use a circle for the symbol. And if it's an event, I'll use a triangle symbol for it. So yeah, this is normally how my week looks like, and this is how I plan on what I need to do every day for the week so that I can get all my tasks done as scheduled. And now, you might be wondering, what do you need to do when the week has ended? So the answer would be to set up a new weekly spread like this. And for me, I usually set up my weekly spreads on the weekends before the new week. But you can also set up all the weekly spreads in one go early in the month if you're the type that plans really ahead. It's just a matter of preferences, and you just need to find out what works for you. And for me, I like to make setting my weekly spreads as a weekly thing so that every weekend I get to sit down at my desk and do what I enjoy doing, which is creating art. And yeah, here's just me setting up my second weekly spread for July, and when the second week of July is almost coming to a close, I'll just use that weekend to set up my third weekly spread. So that wraps up how I use my bullet journal. I hope it helps you to get a better idea of how to make the most out of yours too. And if you enjoyed the video, please remember to like and subscribe and follow my Instagram at lootengstudio. Thank you so much for watching, and happy bullet journaling.